Hi everyone, I'm back, and today, excuse me, I'm going to show you all how to make beef short ribs. Here's what you will need. You will need beef short ribs, okay, and that's what I have there. You will need vinegar. You will need seasoning salt, pepper, garlic powder, herbs de Provence, and black pepper. You will need 1/4 cup of brown sugar, rice wine vinegar, tomato paste, soy sauce, red cooking wine, salt if I didn't mention it. You will need beef broth, and I have 1 large onion sliced. You will need flour and oil, and of course you all will need Sazon. You gotta have Sazon on these guys. So now the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here to my sink. Let's get a good picture in on this. Let's see here. And what I like to do when you have these, you want to put cold water on them, just like so. And we are going to soak these. We're not going to soak them long, but we want to get the blood out, okay? And the way that you do that is you soak them in nice cold water, okay? And we're going to change our water several times, about 3 times, okay? I'm just going to kind of rub them a little bit to clean them. Absolutely. All right. And we're going to have us some beef short ribs tonight, guys. That's what's on the menu for tonight. And you can see how the water is pink. All right. Got that blood coming out of there. We're going to drain it. Put us some more water in. And we're going to put a little bit of white distilled vinegar in, okay, with this one. And we're going to do the same process. We're going to rub it, move it around in that water, and then we're going to rinse it one more time. All right, I'll have to rinse this off. Rinse that off later. Okay, so then same process here. Get your meat nice and clean, and that vinegar helps with the acid. Oh, absolutely. These things are huge, guys. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? And most of the fat that's on here, I'm not going to take any fat off, because most of the fat that's on here, it gives so much flavor, and it'll render off also, okay? That fat, a lot of that fat will just render right on off. We're going to go ahead, pour our water off, and then our last time, I'm going to put some more vinegar in. Okay, we're going to let this set for about 7 to 10 minutes in the cold water, and then we'll start our cooking process. All right, this recipe is an old recipe of mine. I love to make it this way, and I believe that you all will absolutely love this recipe. You hear me? I'm going to have you all going out to the store buying some beef short ribs. Ooh, I'm excited for this. Okay, so see how our water is clear now. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let these bad boys soak in there a good 10 minutes. All right, and I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. This is soaked for a good 10 minutes, and I rinsed the water when I had the video on pause, and this is new water. And our water has gotten even more clear. See that? That's what you're looking for, okay? And now with this water right here, I didn't put any vinegar in. All right? Let's get these nice and drained. And then I'm even going to take a paper towel and pat these dry, because I'm going to need them to be dry, because I need to sear these up in a pan. Be right back. Let me dry these off. Okay, everyone, my ribs, my short ribs are nice and patted dry with a paper towel. First thing that I'd like to do, I'd like to go in with a little bit of olive oil. And of course, I like to rub the meat down, just like so, okay? Take your time to do this, because it makes it tender, and it helps for the spices to adhere. All right? And just get all sides and flip it over. Get the other side. Absolutely. And take the time to soak your meat, guys. Soak it in that vinegar and water and get it nice and clean. Get that blood drawn out of there. Absolutely. Okay, so let's turn these just like so. I am so excited for this. I hope you all seen the video last night for the breakfast bake. That breakfast bake was so good. We had some left over and we all ate some this morning, and it was even better. It was even better this morning, guys. We just made us some toast to go along with it, and hey, that is one heck of a meal. It's beautiful. One heck of a breakfast. If you've never tried that, guys, make it and let me know what you think. Okay, so now that the meat is nice and all right, we've got it coated with the oil. Then I'm going to go in with spices. Okay? Now, any spices that you like, that's what you use. Okay? I have the herbs de Provence in here. I have the seasoning salt, the garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper. Okay? Take your time to season. Season all your meat and season it on every side. All right? It makes a big difference. Trust me when I tell you that, guys. Only salt you have to seasoning you have to worry about is salt. Absolutely. You put too much salt on there, guys, you can just forget it. Right? But you want to taste everything else. You want everything else to have nice flavor. Right? There we go. Just like so. Okay, we're going to flip these bad boys over. Hoo-wee. Get that spice down in there. And then another thing that I would like for you all to do, make sure when you take these out the refrigerator, don't think you're going to take them out the refrigerator and start cooking them right away. You want these to come up to room temperature, because if you don't, you're going to have a tough meat. Okay? It's that simple. So let it sit out for at least 25 minutes to a half an hour before you go to cook it, because you don't want your meat to be shocked when it hits that hot skillet. Okay? You want this meat to be nice and relaxed and at room temperature, and then you throw it in that hot pan. And then your meat can just kind of relax with that hot pan, okay? You don't want to shock them. And you have that tough meat and you wonder why. All right? There we go, just like so. Try to get it on the sides if you can. All right? Nice and seasoned up. This is what I'm looking for. All right. So then, my favorite, well, let me go ahead and put my salt on, all right? I'm just going to do a little bit of salt, not a lot, guys. Just enough to taste. This is a lot of meat, so I know exactly how much salt that I need, all right? Oh, beauty. Absolutely. Okay. So then, my Sazon packets, you all that know me, you know I love some Sazon. I'm going to go in with this Sazon on both sides of each meat. Get it nice and coated. You hear me? If you all never had this Sazon before, hey, you better get you some. You better try it. There's some people out there that'll say, oh, no, I've never used that before. I don't know what it is. I'm not getting it, or I ain't going to try it. Sometimes you have to try things, guys. Sometimes you have to take a chance. Only take chances at good things, though. All right. Okay. Wipe those. Okay. So then I'm going to go in with the rest of this Sazon on this side. This meat has been sitting out for at least about 35 minutes, I would actually say so. Oh, yeah. And this Sazon is going to give it beautiful color, too. Yes, it will. I love the color that it gives. I'm going to open up another packet of Sazon because I didn't get this other side well seasoned. Okay, everyone, and you can see how our beautiful seasonings have soaken in. See how the color has changed? That's what you're looking for. Now you know that these spices are getting embedded down into that meat. So here's what I'd like to do. I have a bowl here, and I have flour. We want to dredge each one. Okay? Make sure it gets dredged well. Over here I have a pan with a little bit of oil in the bottom. Let me show you. A little bit of oil in the bottom, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to sear off a couple pieces at a time until we get done searing each one, okay? So I've turned this up onto a medium heat. Meanwhile, we're going to dredge our beautiful short ribs. Dredge it with flour, get the sides, absolutely, okay? And then after you dredge them, we're going to, this is what it should look like. We're going to set it down into the bowl, okay, while our oil heats up. I'm going to continue to dredge these and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, our short ribs are nice and coated in flour. So what we're going to do, and our oil's heated up, we're going to take these short ribs just a few at a time, because you don't want to overcrowd your pan. If you overcrowd your pan, these will steam and they won't get a sear on them. Okay, so if we can only fit 3 in, hey, we're only going to put 3 in. Okay, don't rush the process, all right? Be very patient when cooking. Patience is the key. I love to say it, guys. Patience is the key to good cooking. You hear me? Trust me on that one. And you don't have to go in with the fork picking at it and trying to look at the bottom and see if it's, you know, got a nice sear on it. Just let it go. Just let it go, okay? You'll know when it's nice and brown on the other side and when it's time to turn it. So it looks like we can fit 3 in here. So we're going to do just that. We're going to have these 3. Let me fix my camera, guys. We're going to put these 3 in there. There we go. And we're just going to let these bad boys go. All right. Let them get a nice sear. You'll start to see around the bottom that it's turning nice and golden brown. And when you see that, then you can turn it, okay? Because right now, if you go in and try to pick it up and move it around, it'll stick to the bottom and you'll have ripped up meat. We don't want that, guys, right? Okay, so just let this get nice and brown. Once I see that it's getting golden brown around the edges, I'll come back and we'll flip it and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, everyone, let's go in and take a peek at the first one. What you want to do, however you put them in order, that one should be done first. So if I put this in first, you turn this one first, right? Because this one will be done first. Let's give it a turn and see what we got. Okay. Oh yeah, see that? That's what you're wanting. That beautiful nice sear and a golden crust on there. All right. And we're going to turn the others just like so. Hey, anything I make in this kitchen, nothing's hard in this kitchen. You hear me? Everything is delicious and so easy to make. Trust me, guys. All right, see that? Beautiful. So then we'll take these out here in a second, and I have a plate just behind there, and I'm going to set them on that plate, and then I'm going to put 3 or 4 more in. Okay, until we get them all complete. And I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful sauce that it's going to sit in. And we're going to have this over top of mashed potatoes. And I'm going to have sweet peas on the side. Ooh, you hear me, guys? You hear me? I'm so excited. I really am. Okay, let's let these other sides go just for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and take these out. See that? Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me get a little closer. That's what you're wanting. Beautiful. It almost looks like a pork chop. Almost. If I had to tell you what it looked like, I would say it will look like a pork chop. See that? Ooh, guys. And this flour that's on here and that's getting down into this oil, that flour is going to help make a beautiful sauce. You hear me? And it's going to thicken up that sauce, guys. Ooh-wee. Beef short ribs. Have you ever had them, guys? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I rarely make beef ribs because they don't have any meat on them. I just don't. And I've had a lot of you all ask me, Gina, make beef ribs. But I don't make them because they don't have meat on them. So I was thinking and contemplating on it. And I said, okay, I know what I can do. I can make some beef short ribs. And so that's what I'm doing here. Absolutely. I've turned my heat down a little so that these don't burn. So now I have my heat onto a medium. All right, because we're going to use that oil that's down in there, and you don't want burnt oil. Okay, so just turn it down a little bit. And we're going to let these go for a little while. Once they get nice and brown, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, all of our short ribs are nice and seared. Now, they're still raw on the inside. Oh, they're red on the inside, but we're going to simmer these for at least 2 hours or more. But I just wanted to show you what they look like. All right, nice and seared. All right, now, here's what I was contemplating on. I'm thinking that my pan that I'm using here is not going to be big enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save that beautiful seasoned flour and oil right there, and I'm going to pour it, absolutely, I'm going to pour it into my favorite rice pan, okay, and all of its goodness, okay, because we're going to need all of this to make our beautiful sauce. So let me get a spoon really quick, and I want to scrape all of this because this is the beginning of a roux. That flour and that oil and those seasonings, I want to scrape it all down into this bigger pot. I'm going to heat this bigger pot up, and then we'll get started simmering our short ribs, and I'll show you how to make a beautiful sauce that this is going to cook down into. So let's get this. Can you see down in there? Beautiful. We need all of that. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and make our sauce. Okay, everyone, my pan is nice and heated up. And first thing you need to do, get these onions in. Use 1 large onion and slice them. All right, get that in there. Sorry about that, everyone. My phone rang. Okay, I got these onions down in here, right? We want to get these nice and sauteed up. Okay. Toss them around in that oil and flour and those seasonings. Get some flavor going in there. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to let those go for a few minutes. All right, and then, now remember, I'm going to put 1/4 cup of brown sugar in here. And I don't want you guys to think for 1 second that this is going to make this sweet, because it's not, all right? It is going to give it a different taste, but it's not sweet. It's not going to make it sweet. And here's the thing about this. If you all don't want to use the brown sugar, you don't have to. It's going to turn out fine regardless, with or without the sugar. But I love the sugar taste that it gives, and like I said, don't think it's going to make it sweet, because it's not. All right, let's get these onions caramelized just a little bit. I'm going to let these get nice and brown, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, our onions are starting to get nice and caramelized. We're going to go in with our 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And what you want to do to this brown sugar, you want to get this brown sugar nice and caramelized, so to speak, also. Okay, it's going to get a nice dark rich color, and it's going to change in flavor. Absolutely it will, because this is a savory dish. And oh my goodness, this brown sugar in here, guys, trust me, you hear me, so good. All right, I love this pan. This is the pan I use when I make Haitian food, or I make Spanish food, jollof rice, African food. This is the pan that I love to use. Okay, our brown sugar is getting nice and caramelized, how I would like it to be, along with the onions. And then we need to go in with tomato paste. Okay, there's 1 dollop. There's 2, and I'll just do a little tiny bit more. So this is about 2½ teaspoons of tomato paste. All right, even though I did put, you know, a little over. Okay, those were dollops. Just throw you some in there, okay? You can't go wrong with it. Trust me. And now what you want to do, you want to cook these onions That brown sugar and tomato paste, cook it down for a few minutes. Let the flavors come out. Let that tomato paste and that brown sugar melt and marry together before we throw anything else in here. Oh, absolutely, guys. Woo-wee. And see what we've done. You see we've picked up all of those beautiful flavors that was at the bottom of the pan. Oh, yes. That's all good flavor, guys. You hear me? I'm going to switch. Sorry. I'm going to switch from my fork to my spoon. And I'll use this fork to pick my short ribs back up. I've got my mashed potatoes done. I was making mashed potatoes when I had the video on pause. Beautiful. Let this cook down. Maybe 3 more minutes, all right? It's smelling so good in here. All right? Now, here's what I'd like to do. Put you some rice wine vinegar in here. This is seasoned and it's sweet and tangy. Okay? This gives a beautiful note. You hear me? So I'm going to put 2 capfuls. Only 2 capfuls is all we need, all right? There's 1. And there's 2. This is not going to make it taste like vinegar. Okay? Just trust me, guys. That's going to give it a great flavor. In we go with our red wine. Red cooking wine. Okay? You put as much as you like in yours. Alright? I'm going to use a half a bottle. Alright? And we're going to deglaze this pan right now. Oh, the smells is coming out of here. Woo-wee. Yes, Lord, this is beautiful. I'm so thankful for this meal today. Such a great meal. All right, we're going to go in with some soy sauce. Just put you some in. No measurement there. And then we're going to put the whole 32-ounce container of our beef broth right on in there. You hear me? Put the whole thing in. Yes. And then this is just going to cook down, guys. We're going to put a lid on this and just let it cook and cook and cook. And boy, are we going to have some fall apart, most tender, most flavorful short ribs you've ever had. I got my peas cooking over here on the side. I've just got them boiling. And I'm just going to put some butter and salt and pepper onto these peas and they will be beautiful. Okay, so those are cooking. Alright, I want to scrape any of these bits that I have towards the sides and the bottom of this. And I'm going to nestle. I'm going to nestle our beautiful short ribs right down in here. We're going to put a lid on here and we're just going to let it simmer, guys. We're going to let it go and watch this beautifulness that happens. All right. So, see that? Get in there, baby. Get in there and do your thing. Right? You all would not believe the flavors that comes from this mixture that I've made here. Hoo-wee. And then with this meat, guys, we can fit them all in here too. I'm glad that I switched pans. Oh, my mouth is watering, guys, so I know your mouth is watering. I was going to do a Korean short rib, but I said nope, I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna show you guys mine, and then maybe later on I can do the Korean one. You'll love that. Have you all ever seen my recipe for my Korean ribs? If you haven't, check it out. Chinese ribs, they turned out delicious. Woo-wee. Okay, let's get this down. Nestle them all down in there. We want them all to have sauce. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on them. And then what we do from here, guys, we just let it go. You hear me? I'm going to taste a little bit of that sauce. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm going to get the lid. I'm going to put this on pause. And after about an hour, I'll come back and I'll show you what this is looking like, how much sauce has reduced and thickened up. Be right back. Okay, everybody, this is simmered for 1.5 hours. And guys, oh my gosh, guys, seriously, right? Like, oh my goodness. And the color, isn't the color beautiful? And we get that color from our chicken broth, our soy sauce, the brown sugar, oh, and the tomato paste. Absolutely. But look at these. This, oh, look at that onion on there. This right here, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Hoo-wee. And you know this is so tender. Oh my goodness. I'm going to let it go for another half an hour. That'll give it 2 hours. And then we're going to dig in. And I'm going to taste this for you. I'm going to let you know what this tastes like. And I want you guys to try this. Short ribs 101, guys. Check it out. Oh my goodness. Hoo-wee, it smells so good. All right, guys, give it a half an hour and I'll be back. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, everyone, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. Look how much. Let's get a good picture in on this. Look how much this has reduced down by. And it's nice and thick, and this sauce is so flavorful, guys. Honestly, if we didn't even have this meat, this sauce is so flavorful. You would love to have this over noodles. Hey, over rice or over potatoes. That sauce is amazing. You hear me? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to eat a lot, all right? Because I want to eat this with my husband tonight. So I'm going to taste this. I'm going to taste just a little bit. I want to taste a little bit. I've already made Dakota's plate. Let's see if I can find a little piece. Let me fix my camera. I'm holding my camera. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can find a little one down in here. Hoo-wee. Guys, when I picked up Dakota's, look what happened. Seriously. I don't want to burn my fingers. Ooh, it's hot. I picked Dakota's out the bowl. It fell right off the bone. You see that? Do you see that? That's what tender is. You hear me? Absolutely. All right, let's see if I can find the little one, guys. All right, come on, baby. Give me a little one. Let's see. I'm just going to go in right on this one. Let me get me some sauce on there. And then I have mashed red potatoes. Excuse me, please. And then, this is what you do. You go in. You go in with that sauce. And you put you some beautiful sauce. Let's zoom in, guys. You put you some beautiful sauce on this and onto those potatoes. You hear me? Hoo-wee! Oh yeah, I've been waiting all day on this, guys. Whoo! You all that know me, you know I love me some parsley. I gotta put some parsley on there because it's so beautiful. If you all enjoyed this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome recipes. All right, let's get down in there, and I'm going to taste this bad boy. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this meal, all your blessings and taking care of me and my family. Thank you for loving us and everything you do, Jesus. Amen. Where do I start, guys? Seriously. Look at this. Short ribs 101, guys. If you never had this, you better make you some. You better make you some. Look at that. Hoo-wee. All right, first of all, I'd like to taste I'm trying to fix my camera. Let me taste these potatoes. Gotta taste the potatoes with that sauce. And you all can taste it too. Whoo. All right, taste that right there, guys. Taste that right. Look how thick the sauce is. It's so beautiful. And that's what you get when you keep that flour and that oil that was in the bottom of the pan, and you put your sauce in, you know, all of your ingredients in over top of that, and this just stews down and reduces. You get this nice, beautiful, thick sauce. Taste that, guys, right there. Whoo. Oh. It's so good. Hands down, this is so good. I don't want to spoil my dinner, guys. I'm just going to take a few bites here, okay? Look, and you know what's funny? I seriously didn't need this knife. Look at this, guys. Bite that right there. This cooked for 2 hours. You know it's tender. You hear me? Taste it right there. You know this is tender. Absolutely. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, yeah. There's a good picture. Taste that right there. Hoo-wee. It's it's like butter. It's like butter, guys. It's so good. Listen to me. Your grandmom with no teeth can eat this and be happy. You hear me? Woo! Oh, look right there. I got a little bit of fat on this one. Oh, my Lord. Look at that piece right there. I am so pleased with this meal. And don't forget, if you all do not want to put the sugar in there, by all means, you don't have to, okay? It won't, make or break it. It'll be good without it. Woo! You all don't know how good this is. Whew, I really don't need the knife. It's so tender. Oh, God bless this meal. Thank you, Jesus. There's a little bit of peas for you. I love peas. I hope you all enjoyed this video today. Yes, if you enjoyed this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload an awesome video. And as always, God bless. Have a great night. Thank you all for watching. Good night. That is good.